Hello, everyone. My name is Geormani Brown. I am a junior here at Nova, and I am a managerial business major with a minors in accounting and international studies. And this is my study abroad story. I was first inspired by my childhood idol, Ray Simone. When I was little and lived in Tallahassee still, the only time I really saw people of my ethnicity or minorities studying abroad or traveling was when I first saw Cheetah Girls 2 on Disney Channel. I was just in middle school and it inspired me to just go see the world. At the time, my mom was still working on her second degree, and we weren't really traveling big or anywhere outside of Bahamas and Tallahassee. As my mom got better in her degrees and further in her career, and I got older, I quickly started traveling to more places like Mexico and St. Thomas, places like that. I also had moved to Miami by then and was exposed to so many cultures here that really inspired me. All my friends with different backgrounds, from different countries, speaking so many languages. I really just wanted to hear about the places they kept talking about, all the pictures I saw and all their family pictures. That was my goal. And as it was time to pick a career, I knew for certain I wanted to be business. Business had the most flexibility for me, but I also learned here that it doesn't matter what degree or what career you are. Traveling should always be on your list. It was also about self improvement. I'm a small town girl from Tallahassee. And from there, there's a lot of bigotry when it comes to thinking of other places. You don't really see them. So your only judgment is people around you, the people who pass down the stories or cast their own opinion. As I came to Miami, a lot of those walls were broken. And I realized the more I traveled, the more I saw for myself, I would truly make my own judgments. And that's something I really need to do. I got started in my freshman seminar. I was the first class to ever do it back in my year. We were the guinea pigs they kind of trialed this with. So when this department first started doing these presentations, I quickly realized all the places I can go. Not just Europe. It was Japan, Australia, all these places. And as of this year, even Antarctica. That blows my mind. But I also have to talk about my finances. And that's where my mom comes into play. She's my benefactor, if you will. And when I told her I wanted to study abroad right now in college, she lit up. It's something she always wanted to do, and she was glad to see it on my bucket list for college. I also had to research Barcelona. There was only so little I knew about it, just the basics, I guess. Spanish speakers, bright culture, Roman layout buildings, but there was so much more. There were one of two places of Catalonians, which means Catalan was spoken. And that was something, a language I've never heard before. And I couldn't wait to hear it for myself, to understand its history. When I was in Barcelona, I was on a homestay. That means I had a family there that were natives that took me in. There was a mom, a son, and a nanny. It was amazing. They were straight Catalonians. They spoke Catalan and still learning Spanish. The son, on the other hand, was also learning English thanks to school. I had fun learning about their language, practicing my Spanish for class, and even teaching the son some English. It was so good to see how our cultures can collide and come together in a peaceful way. I also did study center, which means the program that I was with, which is ISA, provided a building close by for me to do my classes. But all my professors were native to the area. I also explored Barcelona as a whole. It was rich with great buildings of history, all intact for the most part, and also so many museums of great artists such as Picasso, Gali, Delhi, and so many of them. Even the Sagrada Familia was nearby. That was getting constructed just a couple blocks away from my homestay family. I also did a plenty of traveling, not just in Europe. I also went to London, Paris, and Geneva, places so close by thanks to the travel location I was in. Europe, although seems expensive in some sense because it's seen as this great other power like America, it was easy to travel from there. Places that would normally cost me almost 1,000 to travel from America were in the low hundreds for me while I was there, which makes going away for the weekend really fun and easy. Networking and making friends almost came hand in hand with just taking classes. I met so many people from so many backgrounds that were just giddy and excited like me to learn more about the people there. And it wasn't just Americans studying abroad. I had a lot of my Egyptian friends and colleagues now studying abroad with me there. We even partnered up with some projects that we're still working on right now. So, for those wondering, will this benefit you? If you're in a career and you want to make connections, studying abroad might just be right up your alley. Another of the things about studying abroad and my trip from Barcelona was when I came back. The first thing I had to do was figure out how to add this to my resume. I knew it was something that would help out, but I didn't know exactly how to get it started, and I'm not the best at making resumes. For those who are just like me, hit up career development. They helped me easy as pie when I came back, made it the simplest thing ever. I sat down with my career advisor at the time, which sadly wasn't Maggie anymore. It was Ashley over there in DeSantis. But she had a one-on-one with me and helped me walk me through the steps on how to add this to my resume and lay it out perfectly. Helped me summarize my entire experience and all the benefits I got back from it. It also opened up new opportunities with help applying for jobs and giving myself kind of like an edge during interviews. I had this secret weapon now because only 2% of Americans in college study abroad. I also had this new view. While there in Barcelona and working on projects with my peers, I had this new sense of how people work, lab, how they view teamwork. All that while I was there. I had to do a lot of group projects on analyzing paintings, but not alone, and working on papers. And with my Egyptian fans and others, how they broke down things, how they viewed collaboration, who's the leader. I really practiced some of the main ways of leadership in the new way. I got a lot of emotional intelligence. And that, people, is my study abroad story.